Are you looking for some delicious Italian food before you head off to Red Hot Winter this week?
Yeah, we're gearing up for Red Hot Winter with this dinner and a movie. They're right there at the Crossing in Southwest Champaign where the event is happening, so we've invited Rob Meister of Minneci's at the Crossing for today's dinner and a movie. Good to have you as always, Rob.
Oh, always a pleasure to come by. I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay, you brought some great options here. Tell us a little bit about what's on your menu.
Well, anytime I know that Matt's eating, I bring 20. So
Good man, good man.
And I know that one of his favorites is arrabbiata. It was one of the first dishes he ever had.
That's true.
Arrabbiata is probably one of our most favorite dishes at the Crossing restaurant, just because it's everything that is Italian. It's got fresh homemade marinara sauce, olive oil, Parmesan, fresh basil. The rigatoni picks up a little bit of everything. The garlic, all of it comes together really good. And then the best part of it is probably the prosciutto ham that's in it, which, as most people know, prosciutto ham's kind of like Italian bacon. So how can you say no to bacon?
Right.
And especially the way we saute it by itself first, it makes for a very classic Italian.
Well, and it's so flavorful. It's really, really good. Now, that's just one of the examples of the classic menu, because it's the original Minneci's menu that you have just here at the Crossing.
Absolutely, exactly right. So we moved out there a few months ago. Everything has been going very, very well, despite the weather, actually, too.
Right.
We've been very busy. So it's always one of those things where it never ceases to amaze me how much this community will always support local businesses. So it's always a pleasure. And what we try to do is just try to listen to our customers, and when they suggest something, we do it. That was actually what brings us to our next dish, is that people were asking for us to have a little bit more fresh proteins, lean proteins like fish. So we added our tilapia dish. This is the Mediterranean tilapia.
Oh, yeah.
Mary Minneci came up with a very nice recipe that has the tostini tomatoes, artichoke hearts, capers, and a very nice olive oil sauce that has a little bit of lemon flavor to it, and then it's served on top of an orzo pasta that it has a little bit of heat behind it because it's got a lot of Italian herbs and spices. Can't tell you everything, or else
Yeah, but, right, exactly.
I'd be out of business real quick.
Right.
And then we started doing some fresh seasonal vegetables. So
I was going to say,
usually-
yeah, look at those.
So usually our chefs are trying to move in a more healthy, conscious, direction. Pasta's not bad for you, but the seasonal vegetables are certainly more healthy. So we try to listen to people that ask for that. We have an ideal protein menu, and this is one of the items where low carbs, high protein, very healthy for you.
Yeah.
The seasonal vegetables certainly help with that. So we have some yellow squash, zucchini, green beans. We use things like asparagus, red peppers, green peppers, red onions, anything that we think is going to be good for that time of
Do
year.
you try to shop local?
Oh, yes, as much as possible. And most people know that, especially with not only the local businesses, but local charities that we deal with. It's always, what can we do here?
Yeah.
And then if we ever need to, we'll try to look for a wider variety, but it's
Right.
always here first.
And you guys are always involved with local charities. I mean, I feel like I see you at everything out there, Rob. You're really always making a difference.
Everybody knows that I'm a sucker. That's why. They're like, Rob, this is for a good cause. All right.
They know it raises a lot of money because the
right.
food is
That's
so
all you
good.
had to say, was that it was
There
for
you
a good
go.
cause, and you got me.
So tell us a little bit about the atmosphere out at the Crossing.
Oh, I've absolutely loved it. It's just a really nice place for us. A lot of the old problems that we had at the other location was parking, and we revamped the inside of that a lot and made it as much as we could for space and welcoming as possible, but it's just honestly not nearly to the grade that we all wanted it to be. And so now being out there, we have a beautiful copper ceiling, a lot of woodwork, a lot more space, and we can provide a lot more variety to our customers because of that. We can provide much different group sizes. We can provide all kinds of different ways for people to eat, buffets, family style. I cook tours of Italy for people where I'll do 6-7 courses for them, things like that. All stuff that now being in this big, beautiful, spacious spot that we can do.
So it's the ideal location to hit up before you go out to the
Absolutely.
movies or before you go see Red Hot Winter.
Exactly,
this
absolutely. And
weekend.
I went all 3 nights last week. I'll do all 3 nights this week as well.
Really?
Just because I absolutely, Rod's a wonderful business owner, and he works directly with a lot of people like Carlos Nieto and Big Mike Namoff, and those are all guys that have been champions of not only small business, but of course for charities. So anytime I can even help with anything they do.
And this community is incredibly generous in that regard. And just some of the guys that you named, there are always stepping up, including yourself, to make a difference. And that's one of the things that Red Hot Winter
I just
does.
try to learn from them, but they are very competitive givers. They will try to best each other for what they can do for the community, which is great, but it's also hard to keep up with.
Well, and don't think the nonprofit people don't know that about y'all.
I'm sure that's why we probably get hit up for stuff often, but we all are all happy to help.
Oh,
so
man.
Well,
All right.
We're happy you're here because
Yeah.
this looks and smells delicious. It's Rob Meister with Minneci's at the Crossing for today's dinner and a movie. Be sure to check them out online. Their web address, Minneci's Ristorante. Did I say that right?
That was perfect.
.com.
Are you Italian?
In this hour, I am.
At least until 5 o'clock
Yes,
today.
exactly. Well, we've got a great CI giving for you today.